The facelifted 2018 Toyota Prius C sees some inclusions, but it remains expensive in its class despite its best intentions. One of the best real-world frugal runarounds. Consumption claim is matchable in urban driving. Decent comfort in different situations. Too expensive in a class of frugal city cars. Lacking some expected equipment. Noisy inside, wind, rain, road, and engine intrusion. How about that color? I told you, guys, Aqua is back, baby. No, I'm not referring to the JDM moniker for this car. It's called the Toyota Aqua in Japan, but the aquamarine paint on the just updated 2018 Toyota Prius C, which actually gets more than just a lick of paint in this, its latest iteration. The new look Prius C model sees a raft of changes as part of its 2018 update, which can't really be its midlife update, since the car has been around since 2011, so it should almost be reaching the end of its life, Toyota. Still, the changes to its styling, including a new front bumper, more aggressive grille, restyled headlights, new LED tail lights and the addition of a rear spoiler, all work to freshen it up somewhat. There's also the addition of two new hero colors, the aquamarine you see here, and hornet yellow, like this CHR. The entry-level model still gets halogen headlights, which seems a bit dumb for a tech-focused car, and even more daft when the high-spec i-Tech has LEDs. And plastic wheel covers. Really? If I bought one of these, the first thing I'd do is pull those gray frisbees off and roll along on black steelies. That's not all seemingly missing from this entry grade, or, in fact, any grade of the Prius C. Unlike its little, non-hybrid brother, the Yaris, this newly updated variant still goes without active safety technologies such as autonomous emergency braking, AEB, and lane departure warning, both of which can be had in the Yaris, for less money. The Prius C has 7 airbags, dual front side, full-length curtain, and driver's knee, and a rear-view camera. On that topic, the 2018 Prius C also comes with a jump in price, now selling for $24,040 plus on-road costs for this entry-grade version, so it's still the most affordable hybrid you can buy in Australia, and while there are some shortcomings, there are some notable additions to the cabin. Read the full pricing and specs story here. The newly added 6.1-inch infotainment system with satellite navigation and soon a live traffic updates, is a huge step up from the old system, though it pales in comparison to the best systems you can get around this price point. It lacks the latest smartphone app mirroring technology, but does have Toyota Link apps, and the requisite Bluetooth phone and audio streaming with voice control tech. That system is simple enough to use, but doesn't let you pair phones, choose contacts or input numbers on the move, a common bugbear with Toyotas. Further, there's a new 4.2-inch driver information screen with digital speedometer, and while the trims and finishes throughout the interior have been redone to make it feel a little less drab, the piano black finishes add a shiny aspect here and there, it still isn't overly lovable inside, with hard plastics abounding. There are some thoughtful points, like huge cup holders under the center stack area, bottle holders in the front doors, and a small covered armrest between the front seats. But, in the back seat there is only one map pocket, and a flip-down cup holder that extends from the back of the armrest up front. No vents, no door pocket storage, no flip-down center armrest integrated into the rear seat. However, the amount of space back there is pretty excellent for the class, with a 6-footer easily able to slot behind someone of the same size. But, if you're paying this much for a car this small, you'd probably expect things like automatic wipers and headlights, both of which are absent here. You don't even get daytime running lights. And if you were thinking of spending this much money in order to save money on fuel, you'd be a bit of a fool. Not that the Prius C isn't ultra efficient, because its petrol-electric hybrid system, combining a 1.5-liter 4-cylinder petrol engine producing 54 kilowatts with a 45 kilowatts electric motor, for a maximum combined power output of 74 kilowatts, is super-duper efficient in the real world. The claimed consumption remains at 3.9 L/100 km on the combined cycle, and in reality you will be able to achieve that in urban driving. We did, on numerous occasions. Where the Prius C doesn't make as much sense is for long distance, open road commuters. Fuel use tends to rise when you hit the open road, as the battery pack and regenerative brakes work less to lower the consumption of petrol. For context, we saw 4.4 L/100 km on the open road, still respectable, but urban driving is where this thing does its thing. Its performance is more suited to urban running, too. The little hatchback gets away from a standstill pretty quick, but once you hit 50 km/h it starts to lose momentum. The continuously variable transmission is adept at dealing with getting to that sort of speed, and holding it up hills and down, but it's a really noisy drivetrain. The engine/CVT drone is accompanied by all manner of grunts, groans, and buzzes from the car's complicated electrical hardware, and the noise intrusion just gets worse the faster the car is moving. At 100 km/h there's an inordinate amount of noise in the cabin, be it from tire roar, wind, or drivetrain whinge. And when a storm hits, the rain noise is akin to being under a tin roof, one that just happens to be a few centimeters from your head. Whether you're going fast or slow, you can feel the road surface beneath you. In fact, it's almost as though you can pick out every little rock in the hot mix, such is the level of vibration that can be felt in the cabin. Some people, like me, may find this kind of comforting, it makes you feel connected to the road. Others may hate it. Most, though, will likely take issue with the brake pedal feel, which is hard to judge at times, and the fact the Prius C can get blown around in crosswinds. But there are some pluses to the way the Prius C drives. The steering is accurate and decently responsive, particularly when parking, and the ride is well sorted for a car that weighs in at just 1,140 kilograms despite its hybrid hardware. There's some body roll in tighter bends at higher speeds, and the stability control system is a bit overactive, but in all likelihood that's not the sort of driving this car will encounter. We've established that, for city dwellers, it'll run on the smell of an oily rag, and maintaining the Prius C is anything but costly. Services are due every 6 months/10,000 km, which may be something of an inconvenience, but with a capped cost of $140 per visit for the first 3 years/60,000 km worth of maintenance, it's an affordable ownership prospect. It is covered by a 3-year/100,000 km warranty, but the battery is covered by an 8-year/160,000 km plan. Look, it serves a very niche purpose in the market, one that will appeal only to a very niche buyer. And for that buyer, the Prius C is a likable and honest little car. But for the rest of us, there's the Corolla Hybrid, or the regular Prius, and that's if you need a hybrid. If you consider just how far petrol engine efficiency has come in recent years, it's hard to find a truly compelling reason to buy a Prius C over a similarly sized city car like the Volkswagen Polo.